Good morning and welcome back to the West Ham Network. This is your Hammers headlines in association with our good old friends over at Knees Up Mother Brown, kumb.com. Make sure you do go and check out the wonderful content as per usual. Apologies for the cough. How are y'all keeping? Y'all keeping safe and well? Exciting times ahead? Or do you fear for this summer? Now, the Hammers headlines, obviously brought to you in association with kumb.com, is an opportunity for us to bring a couple of the Hammers headlines, you could say, from today. And there's plenty every single day. To be honest with you, we could do probably 10 separate Hammers headline shows for you. But I thought, let's get cracking and get started again on another whole host of stories for you today as we head into the final game of the season against Ipswich Town at the weekend. Before I do, though, I want to bring your attention to our latest prize alongside our good old channel partners from Football Prizes. You've got a chance to win this signed shirt from Mark Noble, signed and framed shirt. What a fantastic prize from the legend himself, plus 16 extra West Ham prizes, including a signed top from Trevor Brooken, Jeff Hurst, Max Gilman, Mohamed Kudus, just to name a few. So make sure you do go out there and check out all of their wonderful prizes alongside that. But the first story I'm going to bring to you today is obviously West Ham know we've got a monumental rebuild. Sources close to the club are suggesting obviously we're going to be working at recruits in defence, even with all players fit. We are struggling in that department, and we are expecting, as we know, Creswell to leave, Vladimir Soufal to leave, and we're expecting more recruits to come in. We've got Naif Agerd out on loan, who is currently injured with Sociedad, so he's played his last game and he's due back at West Ham. Rumours are suggesting that he doesn't want to come back to London and he is looking to push for a move. However, his injury may change the whole things. And with West Ham linked to a whole host of defenders in and out of the country, rumours are wide saying that West Ham will start the rebuild by looking at selling Konstantinos Mavropanos, and that will be allowing West Ham to fund to a potential transfer kitty to allow us to go and bring in other recruits. Now, the Greek has been in and out of the starting 11, and of late he's been more often on the bench, and you can't deny that there has been the element of clumsy performances. And I don't like drawing attention to the negative side of some of our West Ham players because I always want to support them as much as we can. But I can't help but think that he has just not performed to the highest of standards. He is always a progressive defender, but he's progressive in a different manner. I always thought Naif Agerd had the ability to progress the ball, but he was clever with the ball, whereas Konstantinos Mavropanos has the element of clumsiness around them. So for me, I think while the going is tough, and while the transfer market is the way it is, and there'll be a massive need for a big turnaround from loads of teams, I think West Ham will get bang for the buck if we look at moving Mavropanos on now and we build our centre backs in and around Todibo and Kilman and add strength to that. So put it in the comments and let me know your thoughts on the potential of getting Konstantinos Mavropanos. Rumours are rife saying that he's going to be one of the players sold this summer. But if you believe all of the rumours, then West Ham will have no squad left because it looks like we're going to have nobody at all. Anyway, next up is other players that we've been linked to for a while and a long time. And obviously when we had Tim Steiden in charge, we kind of created this Brazilian network, and one of the players that we were looking at bringing in was the Corinthians Brazilian striker Yuri Alberto, and we've had plenty of links with him over the last couple of transfer windows, but rumours again are rife suggesting that we're going to step up our opportunity to try and bring him into the club. But that could have taken a blow because according to some reports in the kind of Birmingham area, Wolves are now pushing forward to try and bring him in. And in some of the reports coming out from the newspaper articles, it says Wolves are eager to reignite their interest in signing him this summer. The reports a bid is expected for Alberto in the transfer window, with Corinthians waiting for an offer of around €30 million, £25 million. Wolves may not be on their own, however, as West Ham United have been linked with Alberto in recent months. And according to several reports, West Ham have agreed personal terms with the striker last month. Now, his publicised transfer issues going on with Corinthians and the fact he's going to be out there, he's going to be playing not him, but his scouting, his network system is going to be playing clubs off clubs and pushing that value up on the player. It just remains to be seen whether or not he will become one of our future players coming into the club, because is he the right option? Is he the right age? Does he fit the mold about what West Ham should be looking at? But let's address some of that. He is 24, so he fits the age. He does score goals. He's currently plying his trade for the Corinthians. He scored 42 goals in 107 appearances since making his move permanent when he signed from Zenit St. Petersburg. He was on loan previous to that to Corinthians, 28 goals in 20 games, and has represented Brazil back in 2023, but not since. So it'll be interesting to see if this is a player that West Ham do push forward and try and bring into the fold. Let me know your thoughts as I move on to the final story for today, and that is that Angel Gomes is set to be subject to a very big open race this summer, and West Ham apparently have already, sources close to the club are saying that we've tabled an offer for the player. Again, please let me reiterate, the heat is on for this player, but let's not take away from the fact that not all rumours are true. Now, several sources are saying that he is looking to come to the Premier League, and he himself has announced that he will leave Lille at the end of the season, and plenty of English clubs are keen on signing him. Now we have the added value of, or not value, but the added problem of Tottenham winning the cup now for they're in the Champions League. So if they're interested, he may have more options and want to go and play European football. West Ham have made multiple offers that apparently have been turned down by Gomes and his team, but Graham Potter still hasn't given up his pursuit of the midfielder. So it will be a very, very interesting summer window, especially with some of these players. We're talking about Jonathan David as well, and Angel Gomes from Lille. But, Gomes is going to have no shortage of options in the Premier League once the transfer window does open. West Ham are still hopefully wanting to try and get the deal done. And it's going to be a massive open race. And like I said, he's confirmed he's going to leave. Spurs, Aston Villa, all interested. European football compared to none. That's where West Ham are going to have to really pull in on the Kyle McCauley and the Graham Potter and sell a project, because in order for West Ham to start bouncing up and pushing up and developing as a squad and as a team and as a club, we have to start pushing and punching above our weight again. We have to start pushing up that league and not have relegation battles and really build for the future, not just for the now. So buckle up, West Ham fans, because this summer window is certainly going to be massively interesting when it comes to incomings and outgoings at West Ham. Now, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, hit the comment option and leave a comment on the video I've done for you today. Make sure you do go and check out kumb.com. Knees Up Mother Brown, fantastic content as per usual. And again, go and check out Football Prizes for the wonderful prize that is the signed and framed Mark Noble top, and plus 16 other prizes, all for 99 pence. That brings it into the Hammers headlines. Everyone, take it easy, and I'll see you soon. Come on, you Irons.